Comes through and will do a good bit of damage, goes back into Panda form, but Yol's rotated over. There's the Nightmare to set it up. G has a duel, arrow flies through, connects onto S4 from downtown. Some tower shots to help him out. Who will get the damage? It's G, but just barely. Kuroki joining the party. Has been delivered on the Viper, so he's pretty damn tanky. That'll heal up the creep wave, and they will not be able to commit to the tower as support does come in. Puppy off to the side, Big Daddy will eat the stick charges. Will connect with 2 on the Fissure. S4 is here with the primal split, but he's pretty far back. The boulder will hit Sadoy. Smoke is used to try to make the retreat. There's that blind. Power treads get put onto Intel, has that bounce clear in the bomb. And we'll have plenty of abilities, but S4 comes in. Here's the Ravage. G will get locked down. BZZ on the front lines. It's in trouble. A beautiful defensive Nightmare. Slows down Big Daddy. There's the non-stop. BZZ dead in his tracks, but he'll mech up. Brings down the Earthshake. Pros that are coming out ahead. Now the Viper strike out on the Simba. Do they have the damage before the TP out? No, they don't. And BZZ will get his attack pressed. G still alive, turning things around. Down goes the keeper of the light. Now the duel on S4. It's Virtus.Pro that are grabbing the momentum here. He won't get the winner, but the Brew is down nonetheless. And Virtus.Pro, Blaze, who is this team?
I know, right? This is absolutely insane. I mean, the movement before was kind of predictable based on the fact there was no split, no Ravage for Secret to commit. They were just, generally, their game plan should have been just to hold into the tower and illuminate. But they didn't. They kind of forced 3 components in his stash and hasn't progressed since then. We do see on top lane the Fissure coming out.
Yeah, BKB used by Sadoy, but in comes Big Daddy. That'll interrupt Yol. He'll go down. Big Daddy will
still got the Abyssal too.
As well. Abyssal is up on Kuroki. Oh no, now they'll lose their Nature's Prophet. They'll just start going hard on this tier 3 tower. Virtus.Pro do have a glyph. A buyback status is here on the Nature's Prophet. Negative for the Bane. They may need to consider using it. G goes in, duel onto Simba, putting out a lot of damage, but Kuroki, he finds the easy kill on the Mirana. Another bout of damage coming the way of G.
Actually farm the waves up here, just clearing them out to push since he won't get any gold, but man, this has just been the best comeback from Team Secret throughout this entire game, but especially in that big fight. Obviously, the duel isn't what they expected. They get turned around just like that with like a 3 versus 1 play, but they got back into it. Now they can recall the anti-mage and bring him to the front line if they wish. For now, he pushes out on the top so they can have 2 waves pushing in. As far as buybacks go, the first one might have to pop 2 more. Like in this position, they have to hold the rest.
And there's no flip available. Anti-Mage's doing a lot of damage up top. Arrow slots through, he'll blink just in the nick of time. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, they will do about half damage to the tier 3 tower. They force all the buybacks 1, 2, 3 on the dire side. Virtus.Pro hold, but boy is that costly. And just looking at the net worth graph, Team Secret just jetting upwards as things looking a lot better for them, but LC will now move into a Skull Basher.
Yeah, I mean, it helps, but until he gets the full Abyssal Blade, it's not going to deal with the issue that presents them. He has a 6-second BKB, and he doesn't have enough to nullify both the double Ravage, the Drunken Haze, and the Blinding Light. Like, as long as they don't use all of them within the 6-second frame, he's going to take some major disables, and that means he won't be staying on target. He won't be delivering the damage he needs to. So Basher's nice, but when you're attacking as slow as she is, I mean, the treads and AC obviously supplement, but she's... What I'm saying is, with the RNG involved, you're going to get a couple hits, you might get 1 bash, but it's not going to be enough to shut down the AM if he's in the right position.
Yeah, he's now up to 4,200 gold, hasn't picked up BOTs yet, and of course buyback is on cooldown for him. So might as well just spend this money sooner rather than later. A lot of it's reliable gold, so he'll feel comfortable kind of hanging on to it, I suppose. VP still have a tier 1 tower standing in the bottom lane. Secret could just move down that way and find some extra gold. And also just important in context of dealing with Roche, it'll be a very long respawn for Roche number 4. And no Aegis or Cheese coming out anytime soon, both of which were used in that last fight. Initiation, perhaps onto Big Daddy. He's invisible. They have no gem up at the moment. He's got a gem. He knows that the Moonlight Shadow is here. He's got it out. Meanwhile, up top, Kuroki will get initiated on. S4, wow! Viper strike it. Oh, he gets off the split just in the nick of time. Now they'll turn it around. Simba goes down. They also lose the Mirana. Sadoy getting focused hard. Looks like they'll need a second to go down. Big Daddy.
Try got recalled in. 2 Ravages.
Oh, wow. So Doy, comes right back in. Oh, and BZZ, the double ravage, too much for him to handle. The dunk flies through, and it's just the LC that's alive, stuck inside of the tornado. It'll be a full 5-man fight in exchange for none. And that may be the final blow on the Virtus.Pro. Buyback status is nil. They don't have a single one, and that should be a good game.
These buybacks, man, absolutely insane. Rocket getting into the fight with the recall, Tide getting into the fight with the recall, back-to-back fights, absolutely dominated by this Keeper of the Lights recall. MVP skill, they keep people alive long enough when they need to. And I can't say Virtus.Pro played that fight poorly in any capacity. They got the Fiend's grip on Brew right when he blinked in because they precast it. So he blinks in, he gets Fiends. Almost didn't get the split off at all because they were focusing him so hard. And then when the Tide tried to cancel it, the LC gets the duel on him. So they shut down these two big initiators for the first few seconds of the fight, but still the Brew gets the split, and Tide had that buyback plus refresher. So he goes in, he gets the two Ravages, they hammer it home, and Team Secret is victorious here, 48.5 minutes in. New meta, new tactics, but the same story. Secret dominate this game.
Yeah, you said it absolutely right. Now Virtus.Pro, still with 5 losses, have a chance, but this makes their life a lot harder. Secret are officially secured in the top 4 and will be going to the StarLadder Season 10 LAN Finals in Kiev. But the Keeper of the Light, man, we really saw the power of that hero this game, especially in those last few fights and just moving the anti-mage around after that abysmal start that Secret had. Quite the comeback. And that will end our 3rd game of the day. We've got one more coming up, and it will be Team Tinker versus the 4 Anchors, scheduled to start here in just a couple of minutes. So we'll have a break, and then we're coming right back for our final game of the day.
Yes!
Headed to the room, and will be picked up by Bulba, so some much-needed experience for him. Fissure will block him out, but nothing else that Bulba can do here. Now stuck inside the cogs. Battery Assault doing some okay damage, but EGM is here, and this is likely to be her first flood. EGM will do it with the Soul Assumption, and Trixie. The Razor, meanwhile, in the jungle. Koikba chasing down the Man, and he'll play Ring Around the Rosie, but the Ghosts know no fog, and it'll be 2-0 kind of across the map here, and it's not even done yet. Plenty of time left on the Exorcism.
He's gonna get him! Oh my gosh!
Jerax won't be able to TP out, and Koikba, he's just soloing the world right now.
What can stop him?
No.
Without ultimates, if they had like a Mystic Flare, if they had Spell Steal, they could bring him down, but this is still level, Rubik just hit level 3. Like, oh, this is such a shutout. And down bottom lane, at least there is going to be a solo kill. Trixie pins down the Visage. And unless Boogie's there, I don't think they have any kill potential against Tinker. And even 1 point in Leap, as nerfed as it is enough to escape from everything that Razor and Clockwork are attempting against them. But mid lane.
Yeah, Koikba and Bulba maybe in some trouble. The Assassinate flies through. The tower does get denied by Rubik. But just look at how much damage Boogie takes.
Oh my gosh!
Right clicks alone.
Bad aura.
No. Now up to the backside. Pycat will lose some of his right click power. Koikba going in hard on Jerax. He's just clicking him down. This is absurd. He'll finally fall. It is Clockwork that ends the streak. So he can rotate down bottom, has his level 11, and he'll just use the Exorcism right away. They want to finish off this tower, and Trixie will get caught inside of the duels. I think he'll be hard-pressed to survive this one. He will take his silence. Nowhere to hookshot to, and Familiars will be able to chase him down over the tree line. Maybe he'll live, and Volix comes in. EGM will take an Assassinate. Down he goes as Koikba still standing his ground.
And this will survive. The last right click against the tower is going to go to the Rubik. Very nicely done again. He pulls out Exorcism number 2 at the last possible moment before it is forgotten.
A hook shot onto EGM. Moonlight Shadow will fly through Trixie, taking a lot of damage. EGM goes down, but it will cost Trixie his life. Gets credit for the kill with the Familiars. Now Koikba pops his BKB rather, uses his ultimate. They'll lose their Earthshaker in the front lines, but now Sniper completely isolated. Rubik goes down. That'll be the end of their Razor. Now Matumba Man stuck off to the side. Koikba can solo him down. Jerax takes too much damage, and it'll be a 2-0. A full tower does fall as Visage stays around long enough to finish it off. Jerax will get isolated on the high ground, and Fissure will lock him in place. So it's a 1-for-1 and a tower-for-tower exchange. Team Tinker still feeling okay with this. They're not done yet. They'll go in on Rubik, and telekinesis to find some time, but here come the familiars. Remember how this happened last time? And Boogie, oh, he just gets destroyed.
Yep, Starship picking up a nice little kill there, getting the Fisher out along range. He's already halfway through the blink factor now. So in this position, EGM looks to be going for a Rod of Atos on top. Slow on slow would combine with Grave Chill. It just gives more deeps time for the familiars to do their thing. So it really is on Razor right now. Thalix getting the Aghanim Scepter out when he TPs back to the base. If the Eye of the Storm could kill some familiars with the help of Sniper's right clicks, they have a chance to fold, but it's just that, a chance. As we see the BK finish on the Drow Ranger, obviously Boyfud still has his 9-second one, and he's about to finish up a heart as well. He is just stacked.
Yeah, stacked is the right word here. 14k now.
Alex?
25 minutes in. Oh, he'll get soloed down. Meanwhile, they're pushing the tier 3 at the base, and he just can't run from the Frost Arrow. Now the fight down bottom will break out. Trixie hook shots in. Connects on 2, but to what avail here? He'll just get completely destroyed. Meanwhile, Koiklet just going hard against the rest of the team. Mystic Flare will be totally off the mark. Jerax will live, and Death Prophet will eventually get taken out as she overcommits. But that's a tier 3 tower dead, and maybe a sloppy fight from Team Tinker, though it doesn't really matter all that much. The DP will fly back, and looks like they do just want to try to seal the deal with Trixie. Oh, sweet Trixie. Nope. Give him a pass.
Oh, 30 HP. Yeah, if he'd Fisher immediately. Oh, nope. Okay, well, blink again. This is the second time they've dived tier 4s, by the way. The Koikwa died under the tier 4s, but Tycat will walk away alive, forcing buybacks on the Rubik, who doesn't have anything in the first place. Yeah, these are the GG buybacks.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect way to put it here. Jerax just gets obliterated once more. Boogie actually the first to go down. Mystic Flare tickles, but doesn't really hurt all that much. This is the end, Blaze. This is the end for the 4 anchors. This is the game that seals their fate. They'll now have too many losses to make their chance at the top 4. Cat will blink to disjoint the assassinate. Nicely done there. And this keeps Team Tinker in the running. So good chance they'll be in Kiev, though they still have another game to go. But I think this is where they want to be. They'll have 4 losses and still in great shape.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
This is just going to be the last tenure. They used the Out of Storm, got one player out of it, but that's it. Blink Dagger finally got on Bulb, and there it is. At least he is able to pick that up on the courier, if not his own person by the time the game ends. But GG comes out for 4 anchors. We see the draft, we see the 10. Oh, and 4 anchors come up wanting for running answer for it. So good game, well played. Tinker dominant in this game, and it's still at the back, but very common but very solid draft. The Visage, the Drow, Escape the Mirana, and the Death Prophet are the ones to fill it out, and they hammer it home in 27 minutes time.
Yeah, again, just solid Dota, nothing crazy about the draft, but Visage Drow still something to be feared, for damn sure. That wraps up our coverage today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Zyori, joined again by Blaze, and we should be back tomorrow. There's only a couple of days left of StarLadder EU group stage. In fact, exactly 3 days. So we're in that tail end, and the top 4 getting closer and closer to being decided. So until tomorrow, guys, take care, and see you then.